Hey guys, welcome to your mat Pilates class. We have a fun one today. All you're gonna need is a band and a ball. If you don't have either, just do this without equipment, especially if you're working out at home like me. You'll still get the same effect. The props are just there to add that little extra oomph to the workout. But otherwise, we are gonna get right into the fun. Let's start at the back of our mats. Taking a gentle bend through the knees, sweep those arms up and overhead. Take a little back bend, reach your hands back, stretch out through the spine. Inhale, exhale, dive it forward. Reach your hands down towards your feet. Bending through your right leg, bring your right hand to your left foot. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulder back, open up through the chest. Inhale, exhale there. Diving back through center, switching sides. Left leg bends, right leg straightens as right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Get out all the sticky bits from the spine. Nice work. Diving down through center. Take that one more time each side. Opening up even more, maybe rolling out through the wrists. Back through center. Really deep bend into that opposite leg. Feel the stretch all the way up through the hamstring, through the fingertips. Open up a little more, really square off to the side of the room. Then dive it back through center. Walking your hands out, let's drop our knees down directly underneath our hips, palms underneath shoulders. Let's find a cat-cow. Arching through the spine, gazing up towards the ceiling. Pushing floor away, rounding. Moving through this at your own pace. Take what you need. Maybe circle out through the hips. Maybe roll out through the neck. Maybe you flip those palms. Take a stretch through the wrists. Whatever you need to let your body know it's time to move. Few more breaths like that. Meet me in your neutral spine and take a little child's pose, sink it back. Drop your head between your biceps, open those knees nice and wide, sink. Walk your hands up. Let's get into the fun. We're gonna start with some arm work today. Juicy little tricep series. So starting sitting down, feet are gonna be planted into the mat. We're placing that ball between our knees and squeezing in like we're trying to pop that ball between our thighs. Placing our palms directly behind our glutes. Proud through the shoulder. And when you're ready, you're going to start by dropping through the elbows, kissing them down to the mat, pressing up through the heel of your palm, back to straight. Lower down. Drive it up. Play around with the positioning of your hands if you need. You want to feel this right away through your triceps, through the back of the arms. Whew. Remember to squeeze in on that ball. Feel that core start to fire. And see if you can sink a little lower, keeping chest proud. Nice. Wow, fires up right away. We have 12 seconds just like this. We'll add on. Chin stays away from chest. Nice and tall through the spine. You'll meet me at the top in 6. Can you get those elbows a little lower? 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Press up through your heels. Find a hip lift, squeezing your glutes at the top. Lowering down nice and slow. Right back into that dip. Drive it up. Pressing up, power through the heels. Lifting your hips towards the ceiling, squeeze your glutes at the top and squeeze in on that ball. Lower down nice and slow. Tricep dip. Wow. Shoulders burning. This really looks like nothing, but you'll feel it right away. Don't get lazy through that tricep dip. Going nice and low every single time. Then drive it back up. Whew. Can you squeeze your glutes a little bit more at the top? 10 seconds just like this. In 8. We hold it high in 6. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive those hips high. Push your hips 1 inch further. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze in on that ball. You're going to bend through the elbows. Drive it up. Tiny motion. Hips stay driving towards the ceiling. It's just those elbows bending and straightening. Wow. This burns. Whew. Owie. Squeeze in on that ball. Work those inner thighs. Whole body firing. Can you pull those hips up even higher? Saying that to myself as well. In 5. We'll hold it low, just pulse in 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold it low, we pulse. Tiny little movements here. 8, 7, shaking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those hips down. Oh my goodness. Grab that ball. We're going to put that band on just above the tops of our knees. And we're going to bring that ball behind our upper back between our shoulder blades. Now, hands are wrapped behind our head. Feet are planted onto the mat, elbows nice and wide. And the lower down your back you go with that ball, the harder this will be. The higher up, the more supported. So play around with your positioning with that. You're going to extend your right leg up towards the ceiling and lower your chest all the way down to the ball. When you're ready, inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch. As you crunch, that right leg extends down to the floor. Inhale, drive up, lower back over the ball. Crunch, lower leg long. Relax over that ball, leg to ceiling. You're working to peel up and off that ball with your shoulder blades. Really recruiting the core here. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Use your breath to fuel the tank. Nice. Can you lower that right heel a little closer to the mat in that crunch? Spicy. You have 10 seconds here. Find a little more lift off that ball. In 6. You'll meet me in your crunch, leg long. In 4. 3. 2. 1. Crunch it up. Right leg extends long. Keeping lifted through the chest, lift your left leg to tabletop. Hold. Plant that left foot down. Relax over the ball. Right leg lifts. Crunch. Tabletop that left leg. Plant that foot down. Lower. Whew. That is fiery. Lifting that left leg, stacking knee on top of hip. Holding that chest high. Open up your elbows a little bit more. Feel that core fire. Whew. Adding on layers, layers, layers here. In 6. In 4. 3. 2. 1. You take that crunch. Leg extends. Left leg lifts to tabletop, hold. Now, we extend that left leg long to meet the right, bend it back in, plant that foot, lower chest, raise that leg, extend, tabletop. Left leg goes long to meet the right, chest stays lifted, whew, tabletop that leg, plant it down, leg to ceiling. Keep working through that. Lots of mental work here as well as physical. Takes a little bit of coordination. Can you reach that right leg a little lower as that left leg comes to meet it? Can you peel higher off that ball? Nice. We have 15 seconds here. Oh, keep breathing through it. Spicy. You have 6. You'll meet me lifted in 5. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg to tabletop. It's just that extension in and out. Peel up through the chest. Feel that core fire. You have 8. You have 6. One final layer coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg bends in. You just bicycle those legs. Lift up higher through the chest. Can you extend them long and low? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant those feet. Relax over the ball. Oh my goodness. Cueing through that is just something else. Did you hear my voice like quivering? We're going to stay exactly where we are and work through that on the other side. Let's just get it out of the way, right? Okay. So same exact setup as before, lowering down over that ball. Left leg reaches towards ceiling now. Whew. Okay. Prepare. When you're ready, you're going to take that crunch. As you crunch high, that left leg lowers down to the floor. Lower back over the ball, up towards the ceiling. We know exactly where we're going with this. And core is firing right away. So use a little more energy to keep pushing through this. Maybe even find a little more lift this time. Nice. 10 seconds here. Can you bring that left heel a little lower to the mat? Relax down over that ball even more. Should be a nice little reprieve as you lower. You'll meet me in your crunch in 6. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Your crunch lifted, left leg long. You're going to lift that right leg to tabletop, stacking knee on top of hip. Plant that right foot back down. Lower chest. Find that crunch. Lift to tabletop. Lower down. Lift. Now that band is adding that extra bit of resistance as you lift and lower those legs. And it is juicy. So if it ever becomes too much, just lose that band. But challenge yourself, and maybe you can stay in it. Holding that lift for just a second before lowering down. Take this move by move. No need to rush. We add on in 8. We have that leg extension out. Whew. In 4, 3, 2, 1. That right leg is lifted to tabletop. You extend it long to meet the left. Bend it in, plant that foot down, lower, and lift. Tabletop. Extend. Keep those legs low, chest lifted. Tabletop. Plant that foot, lower down. My voice is shaking. This is not easy, and I'm feeling it. I hope you are too. What if you peeled 1 inch higher off that ball? We are almost there. In 6. We keep everything lifted, just that extension, in and out. In 4. In 3. In 2. In 1, leg to ceiling. Tabletop that leg, it's just extensions in and out. Right leg coming to meet the left. You have 8. 5. Bicycle to finish in 3, 2, 1. Right knee in, you swap. Swap. Wow, that band is fiery. Lift up through the chest. Get those legs a little lower. You have 5. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant those feet down, lower over the ball. Whew. Wow. Take a moment there. Pause if you need. We're going to make our way around onto all fours. And we're going to bring that ball underneath our right hand. Band stays exactly where it is, over the tops of our knees. Ball underneath our right hand. Knees directly underneath your hips, palms underneath shoulders. Whew. Okay, let's do it. So our first move here is just going to be a little fire hydrant, driving that right knee up towards the ceiling. Knee, shin, and ankle lift in one long line. Close it down. Drive it up, lift. Close it down. Drive it up. Now, with that ball underneath that right hand, you're going to want to shift your weight into that left side, left hip. Dump your energy there to take a little bit of work out of that right side. Actively send weight into your right hand. We'll get to that left side eventually, so let's focus on the right for now. That ball is just there to add an extra layer of instability, so lose it at any point. Really draw, squeeze that knee to ceiling, hold, and then lower down. Nice. Fiery. You'll feel this in the left glute as well as the right, stabilizing leg working just as hard. You have 12 seconds there. Really pull out on that band. In 5. Hold it up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw that knee up. You're going to keep that leg lifted, extend your leg back. Draw it in, keeping high, then you lower down. Lift, fire hydrant. Kick that leg back and long, keeping heel lifted. Feel that power through the right glute. Keep it high as you bend it back in, then you lower down. Whew. This ball is super blown up, so it is really hard to keep that weight in that right hand, but we are working it. You can see my hand shaking, literally. Slow and steady here. Lift, kick, bend, then lower. Whew. 12 seconds here. Find a little more height through that right heel. Glutes are cooked. So strong. Stay with me. In 5. Keep it lifted in 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg is extended back and long. You're going to sweep your leg out to the right, keeping it lifted. Sweep it back behind. Bend, lower down. Lift, kick. Sweep long to the right, keeping heel high. Sweep it back behind. Bend it in, lower down. Oh, that is nasty. Keep going. Feel that oblique start to work in that sweep. $12 more seconds here. We'll lose that lower down through fire hydrant. Build it up, then break it back down. In 6. In 4. 3. 2. 1. Fire hydrant up one last time. Leg stays high. You kick. Sweep. Back. Bend. Keep it high. Kick. Sweep. Back. Bend. Oh my gosh, my left glute is firing as well as that right. Right hand shaking. In 6. It's just that sweep out and in. In 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Leg is long. Lift up higher through that right heel. Just sweep back. Sweep back. 10. We hold it out to the right. We pulse it up in 6. 4. 3. 2. 1. Sweep it out. You pulse it up. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bend it in. I wasn't sure I was going to make it through that one. That was something else. Okay. We're making our way right into a side plank series. So down on our left forearm, that ball is in our right hand, and our legs are going to go long. If at any point you need to modify, just take a bend through those knees and extend that top leg long. Otherwise, you're with me for that full side plank. Pressing that ball into the mat, find a drive up and out of your bottom hip. Reach that ball to the ceiling, hold. Lower through the hips, press that ball down to the mat. Drive it up. Lifting through that underneath waist, creating a little C curve there. Slow, lower down, drive it high. Whew. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Power up through that left elbow, keeping shoulder away from the ears. Can you hold at the top for just a second before lowering down? 12 seconds here. In 5. In 4. 3. 2. 1. Lift it up. Sweep that ball up and overhead. Drive up higher through the hips. You're going to lower down. Lift up, reach ball to ankle. Lower down. Sweep that ball overhead, drive up through the hips. Lower down, staying on that bottom glute. Find your teaser, proud through the chest, reach that ball to ankle. Lower down, sweep it up. Whew. Nice work. That right oblique starts to fire as you lift those legs. "12 seconds here. Like you're moving through honey. Slow and controlled. Avoid rocking back onto that right glute. You'll find your teaser. Meet me there in 5. In 4. In 3, 2, 1. Find your teaser. Bring that ball between your ankles. Reach hand high. You're going to lower legs down to the mat. Sweep them high, grab that ball. Lower legs, side plank. Whew. Layers, layers, layers today, always. The fun truly never stops. Lowering those legs as low as they can to the mat. crunching up, lower down. Don't get lazy through that side plank. Driving high each and every time. You have 6. That side plank goes away. We keep that ball between the ankles. In 4. In 3. In 2. In 1. Ball becomes between the ankles. You're just going to lower those legs down. Sweep that arm by your hip, lift. Lower. Lift. Whew. Core on fire today. Squeeze that ball. Nice and tight between the ankles. You have 8. Can you drive up higher? Can you reach that arm high through center? You have 5. We hold it low in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that ball low. You just take a little crisscross, rolling one ankle over the other. Proud through the chest, reaching high. Maybe you can reach that hand towards ceiling. 5. We hold it low, pulse in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low, just pulse that ball between the ankles. 8, 7, 6, 5. Drive it higher. 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. Oh my goodness. Okay. We are making our way up to our standing series. That band stays exactly where it is. The ball comes between our hands. And we're going to bring our feet together just wide enough to feel a little bit of resistance on that band, but setting ourselves up for a narrow squat. Squeezing in on that ball between our palms. When you're ready, let's drive it back through the hips, squatting nice and low. Drive it up to stand, ball reaches overhead. Driving hips back, squat. Reaching ball overhead, stand. Whew. Now with our squats, remembering that the depth of our squat is not how low we get through the chest. I don't want to see any drooping towards the floor. It's about driving our hips back. Feel the power through the quads. Driving up through our heels to come up to stand. Nice work. Once you get that down, can you start to sink a little deeper? And maybe start to move a little quicker. For no weight, I am burning up. Okay. Time to focus. Nice and low through that squat. We add on in 8. Meet me low in 6. Find your squat in 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your squat. You're going to take a step out with that left foot, wide squat. Step it in, drive it up to stand, right back down. Stepping out, pulsing into that left knee as you step, right back into narrow, drive it up, whew. Out, in, stand, lower, out, in, stand, lower. So strong. You are finding the lowest point of your squat and stepping from there. Really working into that right quad. Keep pushing. 10 seconds. We keep it low. Just that step in and out in 8. Find your depth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meet me low in your squat. We step that foot out, in, out, in. Right quad on fire. Get it lower. Woo, 10. We find that wide squat. Stay there in 8. Pulse deeper. You have 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it out. Wide squat. We pulse. Pulse. 10, 8. Deeper. 5, drive back through the hips. 3, stay low. In 2, in 1, stay low, step back to your narrow squat. We find 2 pulses there. As you drive to stand, you're going to lift that left knee high, drive it up towards your chest. Lower down, 2 pulses. Maybe you keep that left heel high. Drive it up to stand. Lower right back down. Bending through the right knee. Find your balance there. Biceps frame the ears as you reach up to stand. Getting nice and low in those pulses. Whew. We are working now. You have 8. Adding on in 6. In 4. 3, 2, 1. Meet me lifted. Left knee to chest. Ball overhead. Bending through that right knee. Ball comes to chest. You're going to reach your left leg back and long. Find your hinge. Draw back through center. Reach up high. Right down to those 2 pulses. Drive it up. Find your balance. Hinge forward. Drive it up through center. Then right back down. Whew. Focus on one thing on the mat in front of you and stay there. This is wobbly. There is nothing in the world more frustrating than a balance challenge. But it is so important to work through that. That is how we get stronger. If you fall, come right back into it. Really hinge. Work to extend your leg a little further back every single time. In 12 seconds, we'll lose that pulse. Keep that knee high. In 5. In 4. In 3, 2, 1. 2 pulses. Drive that knee high. It stays lifted. Pull it up 1 inch closer to your chest. You hinge forward. Reach. Back through center. Up. Open that left knee out. Open the gate. Back through center. Hinge. I can't look at you right now or else I'll topple over. But we are working through it. My right ankle, right leg is shaking. Nice. Keep pushing. Stay in it. The only way to get better at balance challenges is to do them, to keep working through it. You'll find that each and every time you do this, you'll be able to stay in it a little longer. I'm shaking right here with you. In 10. We hold that knee to chest, just that open the gate. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw that knee to chest. Hold arms high. You just open and close. Tiny movement. Open and close. In 6. It's just that extension back. In 3, 2, 1. It's just that extension back. Draw through center. Whoo, shaking. Back. Draw through center. In 8. We'll hold that leg behind. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg behind. Maybe you can reach that ball long. Just pulse into that right knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Whew. The fact that I stayed in that the entire time, I'm impressed with myself. Wow. Okay. Quick intermission here. Lose that ball. We're going to work into the arms to transition to that other side. So, dropping down into a plank. lifting knees up. You're going to rotate through the toes. Reach your left arm to ceiling. Side plank hold. Plant palm through center. Drop your knees. Push up. Lift back onto the toes. Rotate, alternating side plank. Center. Drop your knees. Lower down. As you take that push up, you're leading with your chest rather than your head. And your elbows are staying tucked into your side. Maybe you want to stay on your toes for those push-ups. I ain't gonna stop ya. Nice work. Sinking nice and low in that push-up. In 10. In 6, we drop those knees, just that push-up. In 4, 3, 2, 1, drop those knees, it's just that push-up. Driving high, lower down. 8, 6, 4, back to the toes in 3, 2, 1, drive up, lift onto the toes. You're gonna slow lower down all the way to the floor. Whew, nice. You're gonna bring your palms, stacking one on top of the other, and placing them on your forehead, lowering all the way down to the mat. Sorry if I'm squishing the mic. Lowering down. Legs create a little V shape. Little pull out on that band. And when you're ready, keeping hands glued to your forehead, lift up through the chest, lower down. Driving high lift. Lower down. So elbows stay wide. You're peeling up off the shoulders off the chest, feeling those back muscles start to engage. Tighten through the core. Power up to lift. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Maybe you want to start to lift those legs, thighs off the mat as you peel chest high. Lower everything down. Lift. Lower. Whew. Those back muscles are firing. In 10. You'll meet me lifted in 8. Find a little more lift, hold, and then lower down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up through the chest. You're going to extend your arms wide, create a little V shape. Bend them back, hands to forehead, lower down. Lift, extend, bend, lower. If those legs are too much, just stick with those arms. Focus on that upper body. Otherwise, knees and thighs are pulling away from the mat. Strong lift. In 10. We keep it high. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, extend those arms. Draw it back. Elbows squeeze in. Peel your shoulder blades together. Extend arms long. Peel back. Whew. Little Superman here. Lift 1 inch higher through the chest. Drop those legs if you need. Squeezing those shoulder blades like there's a pencil between them. In 8. We hold it back in 6. Elbows squeezing together in 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those elbows together. You're just going to lift up through the elbows, lower, lift, lower. Peel up and off that chest. Lift those legs a little higher. You have 8. You have 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Okay, sink it back for just a second. Good news, we're on that other side. Bad news, we have that standing series. So make your way back up. Back is on fire. Wow. Okay. When you're ready, let's set up for that squat. So feet close together, just enough to feel a bit of resistance on that band, and that ball is squeezing between your palms. Roll back to the shoulders. When you're ready, let's find that squat down. Nice and low. Drive it up to stand. Lower down. Drive it up. Wow. I did a little weightlifting session the other day, and that arm series really fired up my lower back because it is so sore. But we need it. It's good. Getting stronger every single day. It's all that matters. Now you know exactly where we're going this time around. No surprises coming up. So use this as your opportunity to push a little further, to dig a little deeper. Maybe get a little lower in that squat. Nice work. We'll add the step out of that right foot in 6. Meet me low in 4. 3, 2, 1, meet me low. You step your right foot out. Step it in. Drive it up to stand, right back down, out. In. Up to stand, lower down. You are finding the lowest point of that squat and stepping out from there, pulsing into that right knee, firing through that left quad. Again, if that band ever becomes too much, lose it. There's always somewhere to go, always an option to take. Quitting isn't one of them though. So keep working through the work, whatever that looks like. Working through the work, moving through the work. Whew, that's how you know I'm cooked. Nice work. In 8. We hold it low, just that step in and out in 6. In 4. 3, 2, 1. Meet me low. It's just that step out and in. Out and in. Woo. Drop a little lower through the hips. There it is. In 10. We step it wide, pulse it low. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it out. You pulse it low. Out. Whew. Deeper. Stronger. You have 6. We stay low. Step through center. In 4. Don't you dare stand up. 3, 2, 1. Step through center. Narrow squat. We have those 2 pulses there. Drive it high. Right knee to chest. Right back down. 2 pulses. Maybe you keep that right heel lifted. Drive knee to chest. Right back down. Now, right away, I know my left side is a lot weaker than my left. This ankle is so wobbly. So I'm going to need a little extra energy, a little extra power, strength to push through this. There are no good sides, no bad sides. Just things to keep working on, things to take note of. Get nice and deep with those pulses. Don't sell yourself short there. Get every ounce of work that you can out of this movement. Can you peel that knee 1 inch closer to your chest? Really work that core. We add on in 10. Pulse deep into those glutes. Nice work. You have 6. Meet me with that knee to chest in 4, 3, 2, 1. Meet me with that knee to chest. Focus on one thing on the floor. Find that hinge forward. Extend that right leg back and long. Drive it back up through center. Reach. Lower down 2 pulses. Knee to chest drive. Hinge. Woo. Drive that knee up. 2 pulses down. Left leg burning. So good. Whew. My band is slowly turning into a belt. That's okay. They really need to find a way for bands to be less rolly. If anyone knows of any, please let me know. Drive that knee high. Reach. Every single time you find that hinge, try to work to extend that leg a little further back. If you fall out, come right back up. You've layered in so much work. It'd be such a shame to quit on yourself now. In 6. We'll lose that step down, stay in that hinge with the opener. In 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 final pulses. Drive it up, knee stays high. You're going to take the opener, drive right knee out. Center. Find your hinge. Whoa, wobbly. Center. Up. Woo. Open the gate. See? This is hard for everyone. Balance is no joke. I am weebly wobbly here. So, deepen that bend through the left knee. Give yourself a little more stability. Focus on one thing on the floor. We'll stay with just that opener in 6. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. You're going to open the gate. Close. Open. Close. Deep bend through that left knee. Reach those arms even higher. Proud through the chest. Keep breathing. You have 4. Just that hinge forward and back in 3, 2, 1. It's just that hinge forward. Drive it up through center. You have 8. We finish with the pulse into that left leg in 6. We are almost there. Stay with me. Everything burning on that left side. You have 3, 2, 1. Bend into that left knee. Right leg extends back. Reach that ball long. You just pulse into that knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Oh my goodness. Fix that band if you need. We are making our way back onto the floor. We have that side plank series. So, right forearm comes down now. Legs are long. Ball in your left hand. Inhale to prepare. We're getting there. We're moving right along. Okay. Let's drive those hips high. Find the side plank. Lifting up through that bottom hip. Lower down, press that ball to the mat. Drive it up. Lower down. Powering up out of that right elbow. Reach that ball high. Then lower down. Drive it up. Whew. Shoulders on fire. Wow. So strong. In 10. We'll sweep that ball overhead. Meet me lifted. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're up in your side plank. Reach that ball overhead. Lower down through the hips. Staying on that right glute. Find your teaser. Ball reaches to ankle. Slowly lower down. Sweep legs behind. Side plank up. Ball overhead. Lower hips. Find that leg lift. Proud through the chest. Really reach that arm long. Lower down. Drive it high. Whoo. Ouchie. Don't get lazy in that side plank. Driving high every single time. You have 6. Find your teaser in 5. In 4, 3, 2, in 1. Lift up to your teaser. You place that ball between your ankles. You'll lower the feet down to the mat, staying on that right glute. Lift them high, grab that ball, lower legs down, side plank. Lower hips. Ball between the ankles. Lower legs. Lift. Legs down. Drive it high. Whew. We're almost done with that side plank, I swear. So really push through it. Bring those legs as low as you can towards the mat. Really reaching long through the hands, through the fingertips. In 6. Ball stays between the ankles in 4. Teaser in 3, 2, 1. Ball between the ankles. You just lower and lift those legs. Maybe start to sweep that hand by your hip. Get nice and low. Nice. Breathing strong. Fuel the tank. You have 10. We'll hold it low in 8. Can you drive higher through the chest? Really reach those legs in 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs are long, you just crisscross. Rolling one ankle over the other for 8. We hold it low, ball between the ankles, pulse it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just squeeze that ball between your ankles. 8, 7. Reach that hand long. Maybe you reach it up towards the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it down. We have made it back to all fours. That ball is going underneath our left hand. I wish we didn't have to, but we do. I don't know how my left glute's going to do it. Okay, we can do this. I know. Power through it. So that ball is underneath our left hand. Knees underneath hips, palms underneath shoulders. Strong positioning here. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift up through that left knee. Shin, ankle, and knee lift in one long line. Lower down. Drive it up. Whew. Shaking through that left palm right away. Really lifting, squeezing leg high, holding for just a second before lowering down to meet the right. We are almost there, I swear. This is nearly the finish line. Squeeze it up. Lower down. Just like on that other side, we'll want to find a little dump into that right arm, right leg, to take some work out of the left glute. Really send your weight into the left palm. And if you need to remove that ball, do so. Take what you need, leave what you don't. In 6. We'll add that kick sweep back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll lift that knee high. Keeping it lifted, sweep that leg behind, kick. Draw it in, lower down, lift it up, kick. As that leg goes long, you're finding a strong lift through that left heel up towards the ceiling, really working into that left glute. Keeping high as you draw it in, lower down. Keep moving through it. We build this up and break it down. We'll add in that sweep out to the left. I'm going to adjust my band. Keep going. In 6, There it is. As much as I like when that band rides up, it's sheeting out on the work. In 4, 3, 2, 1. That leg is sweep back behind. Lift up 1 inch through that left heel. Sweep it out long to the left, keeping foot high. Sweep it back behind. Bend it in. Lower down. Fire hydrant. Kick. Sweep. Back. Bend. Lower down. Oh my goodness. Stay in it. Keep working. Working for height. Feeling those obliques fire as you take that sweep. Move by move here. No need to rush. In 6. You'll lose that fire hydrant, just that sweep. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That leg is lifted. It's just sweep, kick, sweep, center, in. Kick, sweep, center, in. Send some more weight to that left palm. I know it's shaking. I know it's burning. It's supposed to. We are almost there. In 5. It's just that sweep. In 4. Both glutes on fire. 3, 2, 1. Kick that leg long. It's just that sweep to the left and back. Drive up higher through that heel. You have 8. We sweep it out to the left. We pulse in 6. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep your leg out to the left. Just pulse. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it in. Child's pose. Take a breath there. Glutes absolutely cooked. We have one final little ab finisher, and then you're out of here. Last exercise of class. Short, sweet, spicy. Really seal the deal here. So we're going to make our way all the way down to our backs, and that ball is coming between our ankles, legs, and tabletop. So pressing lower back into the mat. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, squeezing that ball between the ankles and making sure our knees are stacked right over our hips. Easy to want to bring them into your chest. Shoot them a little further back. Feel that work the core even more. Let's do it. Let's get her done. We're going to find a crunch up. Peeling both shoulder blades high. Lowering down. Lifting up, squeezing. Whew. This is it right here. This is the finale. So let's leave everything on the mat. Finish with everything you have. Don't quit on yourself now. The distance between your chin and your chest stay exactly the same. As you take that crunch and lift, then lower back down. In 10. We stay lifted in our crunch in 8. Open elbows up a little wider. Find 1 more inch of lift. 4, 3, 2, in 1. Find your crunch. You're going to extend those legs out and long, going as low as you can without that lower back starting to arch. Draw knees into tabletop. Lower chest. Lift. Extend. Bend. Lower. Lift. Whew. Challenge your range there. See how low you can get through those feet while keeping that chest lifted. Nice. Adding on in 12 seconds. Ouchie, nasty. So good, almost there. In 6. In 4. 3, 2, 1. You're going to crunch up. Extend those legs long. You're going to roll that ball in with your foot. Find opposite knee to elbow crunch. Stay lifted through the chest, swapping sides. Roll that ball long. Tuck your knees in, lower your chest. Crunch and extend. Bicycle each side, rolling that ball in and out. Bend those knees, lower your chest. Whew. This one's a mental challenge as well. Really drawing rib to hip as you take that bicycle crunch. Keep moving through it. 15 seconds. Get higher through that chest. Yes, you can. In 6. Chest stays lifted. You just bicycle in and out. In 4. 3, 2, 1. Lift that chest, extend those legs. It's just that bicycle in and out. Whew. 8, 7, 6. In 4. 1 knee bends in. You pulse, elbow to knee. In 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee and you just pulse. Pulse. 8, 6. High range pulses. Really reach that knee to elbow. 4, 3. Switching sides in 2. In 1. Switching sides. 8. Open those elbows wider. Peel up off that shoulder blade. You have 4. Stay lifted. Pulsing through center in 3, 2, 1. Extend those legs long. Hands to hips. Just pulse. Pulse. Lower through those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees in. Hug your knees to chest. Oh my goodness. Lose that ball. Just bend your knees to one side, then the other. Take a little windscreen wipe there. Nothing left to do. That was a sweaty one. So good. Alrighty. When you're ready, let's rock and roll our way up to a seat. Take a little massage out through the spine. We'll take a quick little stretch. Extend your right leg out and long and tucking your left foot into your right inside thigh. Bringing your right hand onto the left knee. Extending your left arm behind. Take a little twist there. Whew, my back just cracked. I don't know if you got that, but reach up and over with that left hand, keeping shoulder back, gaze up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch through the side body. Squaring off both hands to ankles, flexing through the foot, pull your chest towards your thigh. Feel that hamstring stretch there. Walking hands up, coming through center and swapping sides. Right foot tucks in, left leg goes long, left hand to right knee, spinal twist. That is so nice. I could stay here all day. Reaching up and overhead with that right hand. Peeling shoulder back, gaze towards the ceiling. Squaring off, hands to ankle, flexing through the foot, pulling your chest down towards your thigh. One more breath there. Walk your hands up. Let's extend both legs long out in front of us. Shake out through those legs. Sweep your arms up and overhead and dive it forward. grabbing a hold of shin, ankle, or feet, whatever's most available to you. Maybe bending through those knees, pulling chest in, then staying low. Extend those legs long. Indulge in that stretch there, in that feeling. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat today, for carving out some time for you. That is so often the hardest part. Take one final breath there. Walking your hands up through center, roll out through those shoulders, and we are out of here. Incredible job, guys. Definitely not easy stuff. You guys crushed it. I'll see you again on the mat soon.